Have you ever found yourself scrolling online, maybe late at night, and you see an ad for, like, a miracle solution?
Oh, yeah.
For blurry vision or those annoying floaters maybe trouble seeing when you drive at night.
Things that really worry people.
Exactly. And maybe you saw something like LuminDrops. Their LuminEye and LuminEar Nano Drop supplements. They promise to feed your eyes what they need. Sounds pretty amazing, doesn't it?
It does. But, claims that bold, they really demand a closer look. So our mission today is basically to take a deep dive.
Right.
Let's unpack whether these products are genuinely helpful or if there are some, red flags we should all be aware of before, trusting them.
Okay, let's start where most people would. The marketing. The website. It throws around some really impressive numbers. One spot says 12,195 five-star reviews. Okay. But then later you see 4.8 by over 50.00 other zero plus raving customers. I mean, that looks great, right? But what should maybe jump out at us there?
Well, the first thing is just the inconsistency right off the bat. Is it 12,000? Is it 50,000? That's confusing. And beyond that, you can't actually click on these reviews. There's no way to verify them. They're just numbers on a page. And that 50.00 plus, using a period instead of a comma for thousands, that's a really odd formatting choice. Often a sign the content might originate outside the U.S.
Interesting. And speaking of origins, they claim it's proudly made in the USA. You'd think, especially for something you put in your eyes or ears, you'd want transparency.
Absolutely.
But where's the info on the founders? Or the factory? Or even a parent company name? And what about those logos? They've got Harvard Medical School, Mayo Clinic, Johns Hopkins right there on the site.
Yeah, that's another major concern. We look deep, and there's just nothing. No info on who makes it, where it's really made, no parent company, total blank.
Wow.
And those logos, Harvard, Mayo, Johns Hopkins, absolutely no connection. They haven't endorsed this product. Same goes for claims about USA Today or Fox News covering them. It's just not true.
So that's just misleading.
Completely. Any mentions on places like newswire.com are almost certainly paid press releases. It's advertising dressed up as news. A classic way to try and look legit.
It feels pretty deceptive. Okay, so forget the official stuff. What about the personal stories? The testimonials, that's where they often try to build trust, right?
Yeah.
Here's where it gets really interesting. What did we find there?
Well, this was interesting. It seems like they're using fake photos or maybe AI-generated pictures for the testimonials.
No way. Like how?
We saw one, an older woman, supposedly named James D., another very elderly lady called Oliver. The names just don't match the pictures at all. It feels like a clear attempt to just fabricate endorsements.
Man, it's so easy to trust a face with a story, isn't it? But if they're faking those, what about reviews on third-party sites like Trustpilot? Can you trust those?
Well, Trustpilot is interesting. There are positive reviews, yeah. But crucially, about 15% are 1-star.
Okay, and what did those say?
A lot of them mention getting hit with unexpected subscription charges. We're talking hundreds of dollars a month they didn't sign up for.
Ouch.
And another thing, many of the positive reviews, they talk mostly about customer service resolving an issue, not about whether the eye drops actually worked. That focus on service over results can sometimes be a bit of a warning sign, too.
So if you did get stuck with those charges or had any problem, how easy is it to actually contact them?
That's another big issue. It's surprisingly hard. There's no phone number anywhere obvious, not on the contact page, not at the bottom of the site.
Free for an online store.
Yeah, it's a huge red flag, especially for health products. And remember that weird 50.000 plus formatting? Well, we also found Facebook pages for LuminRocks.co, that's LumenRops.co for Tunisia and China, suggests the origins might not be purely American.
So made in the USA
Yeah.
might be questionable.
Very. And the address they list. 30 North Gold Street in Sheridan, Wyoming. That's a known virtual mailbox service. It lets companies register anonymously without a real physical presence. Makes it super hard for customers to track them down or hold them accountable.
Okay, so let's recap this deep dive. We've seen inconsistent review numbers, possibly fake testimonials, misleading logos from big institutions, no real company info, hidden origins.
Right. It's a lot.
And this virtual address thing.
So what does this all boil down to for you, the listener? Look, these aren't just small slip-ups. It's a pattern, right? A pattern of concealment, of avoiding accountability.
Yeah.
This anonymity is the real danger. It makes it almost impossible to verify safety or get help if something goes wrong. So when you see so many unanswered questions, so many red flags, especially with a health product, The smartest, safest thing is always to talk to your actual doctor. Get real medical advice.
And watch out for those potential subscription traps.
Definitely be cautious about that. Don't get caught paying for something you didn't really sign up for.
So here's a final thought. In this online world packed with tempting, easy solutions, just how careful do we need to be to figure out what's genuinely looking out for us? Something to mull over.